There's one thing that I do in every Logic Pro session, every production session I do, actually saves me loads of time, and it's something that's quite sort of a simple thing to set up. It just means that every time I load a new track, I've got exactly what I need all ready to go. Let's have a look at what I've got. So I'm talking about creating a default channel strip, and that means that when you click Add Track, there's a button here that says Load Default Patch, and you can actually create your own default patch, which I've done. Mine has got the following. So a lot of the time when I load an EQ up, I'm just using a low shelf, which might not be necessary, but it's one click to turn it off. So if that's already loaded, that's going to be sort of taking care of unwanted low end, which is actually often something that you want to have going on anyway. Next up, a channel strip plugin, which I really love. This is on everything I do pretty much. I mean, I've got another channel strip plugin, which is a Focusrite one, but this is an emulation of an old Neve console by a company called Lindell Audio. I don't have a real Neve, but I know that the next best thing is this plugin. It only cost me 30 quid. This amazing preamp gain. Now, I use that as my volume knob a lot of the time, and that's the same as just turning up the preamp gain on a console, you know, with a real nice preamp, and that's what gives the sound something a bit thicker. You start to get a little bit of saturation, and rather than just doing a volume boost, you actually get a bit more character. It's also got a compressor, a really good EQ built in, and a gate. Next up, I've got my Pro Q3 surgical EQ. If it's a vocal, I might just start dialing in a couple of little tweaks here just to control vocal frequencies. Next up, I've got the Pultec style EQ, which is the UAD version for sort of broad strokes. So, you know, if you want to add a bit of brightness, so you want to do the kind of the low end trick with the 30 hertz thing, it's all there ready to go. I find that it's very musical. There's a reason why these things have been used by, you know, every engineer, and they're in every studio because they're great. Next up, the gain plugin, very basic, but if I'm doing automation of volume, I'll use the gain here. I'll automate that rather than the volume fader. It makes it a lot easier. You can keep your volume faders at a good place. And then finally, I've got a UAD's 1176 compressor, but it's disengaged, but it's there ready. It's one of my favorite compressors. It's one of the most commonly used compressors. Based on whatever I'm recording, I'll just use a preset, or I'll start to dial in, you know, my own settings with input and output and attack and release. But other than that, that's everything I'm really going to need, like ready to go, loaded on the tracks. So channel strips are just a really fun, quick way of just getting to a result without having to individually load plugins, and it can get you somewhere a lot faster. It's all about keeping momentum going and not stopping and fiddling around. All right, cool, bye.